do older people struggle to find long term relationships? Why is it hard to sell an old used car with high mileage? It doesn't have that much value. And it's kind of like the same principle. I've been asked, I'm over 35, and all my relationships are short term. I've been ghosted, and after we have sex, they never call me again. And that goes for men and women. So, why is it hard for people over a certain age, let's say 30? Why is it hard for them to have a stable, long term relationship? And in my opinion, it's because when you meet someone when you're younger, you're still experiencing life, you're still binding, you're still finding who you are, you're building, and you get to do that together. Most of my friends or who I hang around with, they're married. Personally, I do not hang around people who are not married. The energy just feels different. And the people who I hang around with who are married, they known each other since they were either teens, in their 20s, got married like 27, 28. But people who are of a certain age, they struggle to find long term relationships because you haven't, you're just two entities. And when you meet someone, you already know who you are and what you want, and you don't take the time to find out because most people just want a quick thing. And when you're of a certain age, people see you as less valuable. God forbid if I ever got divorced, I doubt that I'll ever get into another relationship or a serious relationship. And if I did, I would have to be friends with that person for a long time. And I'll have to know them very attentively because I've spoken to men and women, and where they struggle is they say, after we sleep together, there's no more contact. I would never date someone who's been with many partners. It loses your value. And they don't think about the spiritual aspect of it as well. The more people you sleep with, you're transferring that demonic energy. Because you remember, sexual intercourse is the highest connection, the highest form of intimacy that you can give someone. And you're giving it away so cheaply. And there's a lot of people who cannot and will not overlook that. So your soul subconsciously is diminishing. And you end up attracting partners who just want one thing. And in honesty, it's sad to say you probably do deserve it because you don't hold yourself to a high standards. And if you don't hold yourself to a high standards, people are just going to use you. So if you're struggling to find a long term relationship, stop looking for a long term relationship. Stop looking for a partner. Focus on you. Be happy with yourself. Make sure that you can stay with yourself. Love yourself again. Start to read books. If you're a man, there's loads of books on how to love a woman. If you're a woman, there's loads of books to how to love a man. And educate yourself. And if you do find someone, don't open your legs so soon. Get some sort of commitment from them first before you open your legs. Just to make sure that you know and they know that it's real and that sex is important. Don't give it on the first night, second week, second month. Get some form of commitment. Because, yes, we live in a society where people do open their legs very easily, especially when they're younger. But if you find someone when you're younger and you you settle with them and you've slept around a couple of times and you end up finding someone in your teens or your early 20s, yeah, there's a higher chance that you could find someone at that age. But when you get into 30s, how many people have you fucked around with? A lot. You probably don't even know the actual number. And sometimes you end up thinking that, oh, that doesn't count. And when you get to that stage, when you say that doesn't count, that's when you are totally screwed. And there's a lot of women whose expectations are a bit too high. So for the women who are expectations are a bit too high, especially when they're of a certain age, and especially when they have kids as well, be more realistic. Be more realistic. Because the good men that I know, they will never settle down with someone who already has kids. Me personally, I would never, ever, ever, if I wasn't married, settle down with someone who has kids. Why would I want someone who has the purest, most blessing, the most God given, perfect, amazing, beautiful experience to having a baby with someone you love? And they've already had that experience with someone else. Why would I want to ruin it for me? I want to be with someone who hasn't had kids before because we can both share that experience together. So be more realistic, love yourself first, read books, become a knowledgeable person, be humble, because a lot of you people who are, someone's been lying to you. Your group, your friends, your family members, they've been lying to you. Because people who are 30 plus and who are still single and not in a committed relationship, no engagement ring, no wedding ring, it's not other people's fault. It's your fault. And you need to really look into that. And don't take it personal, it's just the truth. Because a lot of people feel attacked when they hear the truth. And yeah, a lot of you just need some real good old honesty. But I wish you all the best. Peace.